Hello and welcome to the Rugby World Cup Final preview between New Zealand and Australia. With me to preview the match is IBTimes sports editor Nick Howson. Nick, looking at this eagerly awaited all-Southern Hemisphere clash between the two famous Antipodean rivals of New Zealand and Australia. They're both two times World Cup champions. New Zealand have looked just imperious so far throughout this tournament, but they're up against an Australia team who've been a revelation in the last 12 months.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the final that perhaps a lot of us, bar the odd optimistic England supporter, probably thought that we would have. That's not to take anything away from the pool stage and knockout stage. It's been an incredibly exciting tournament, but we do have the best two teams in the world, in my opinion, in this game. We have the two unbeaten teams in the tournament, which I think is always nice. Again, taking nothing away from South Africa, but having lost their opening match, it would have taken a bit of a gloss off the occasion, perhaps having already been defeated. And of course, it's an incredible rivalry between these two. Of course, we have Australia and one of the actually three teams to have beaten New Zealand since they won the World Cup. They're unbeaten on British shores in World Cup competition. Their two victories came in this country, so that's certainly a confidence boosting for them. The victory over New Zealand happened just two and a half months ago, the most recent team to actually beat the All Blacks. And they're boosted by the fact that they have this combination in the back row with Michael Hooper and David Pocock, and that's something that New Zealand haven't, a prospect that New Zealand haven't had to confront yet. A very relatively new combination, and really that's been devastating in this competition. Pocock's got the most turnovers in the competition, so that's how New Zealand deal with that. How Richie McCaw, who's escaped the sighting, deals with that is going to be very important. On the flip side, obviously, we have a New Zealand team looking to make history in a number of ways, looking to win the tournament on foreign soil for the first time, looking to become the first team to successfully win the World Cup and defend the World Cup even, having won it in 2011. We've got Julian Salvea who can I think score the most tries in a World Cup tournament as well. So lots of statistical potentially broken there, but I think obviously the main part is obviously the debate over, is this the greatest New Zealand team of all time? Well, it's the same one that won the tournament in 2011 more or less, the same team that went the whole year winning every single test match, and now they have the prospect of winning two on the bounce. A number of players taking their exit from the game, like some McCaws who said, Dan Carter, a number of players looking to retire at the end of this, having won 100 caps or more. So yeah, I mean, it's a fascinating final. It could be a really entertaining final as well. Hopefully it's dry conditions. Both teams like to play the ball out wide and get it out there early and play attacking rugby. So hopefully it could be a barnstormer really.
But your final prediction to win the World Cup?
Well, I mean, I picked Australia before the tournament started, so I'm not going to deviate from that. But I'm not going to leave this without suggesting that obviously New Zealand are the favourites for this. They can win in multiple of ways. If Australia are going to win, really, I think there's only one way they're probably going to do it. Bar the performance we saw against Wales, they're going to have to play an entertaining brand of rugby, and they're going to have to sort of flirt with losing the game if they want to win it. New Zealand are the favourites, but I'm going to stick with Australia.
Well, for all our coverage of the Rugby World Cup, go to our website, ibtimes.co.uk.